Okay, we're going to do a quick reminder of angles that are inside, outside, and on. I have examples of each. So if an angle is on the circle, just like a inscribed angle, which is on the circle, right? On right there. It is half the length of the intercepted arc. It's just that the intercepted arc is bigger because it goes all the way from the vertex here all the way around to the other end of the angle there. All right, but it's still the measure of the angle is half the intercepted arc. Okay? And it's different than the other two cases because the angle only intercepts one arc. All right, if the angle is in the circle, so here we got an angle that's in the circle. Okay, we can do these two angles, or you can do the other two angles, these two. Um, but it depends on what you're given. You have to wait and see. So the formula is you take the angle that you're trying to measure and you add the two arcs that are intercepted by the vertical angles. So this angle is intercepting this arc, so that's A. And then this angle over here, the vertical angle to it, is intercepting B here. And you just add arc A and B, divide by 2, and that gives you the angle. Okay? And then finally, if the angle's outside the circle, there's three different looks to this. One is if you've got two secants, that's the top one here, or if you have a secant and a tangent, or if you have two tangents. They look different. So, but the formula is always the same. It's you find the two arcs that are intercepted by the angle, and it forms two because the angle is outside the circle. So you've got the bigger one, like here, that's A, and the smaller one, B. And you subtract them, and you take a half. And just always make sure that arc A is the larger angle. So when you've got two secants, you see the two arcs that are cut apart are here and this little one here. So it would be arc A minus arc B divided by 2. For a secant and a tangent, your arc A goes from the top of this arc here all the way to the tangent point over here. That's A. And then B is the rest here. Okay? And then when you have two tangents, that includes the entire circle. So when you have two tangents, A and B are always going to equal 360. A is going to be from here, from this tangent point around to that one, and then B is going to be the rest of the circle the other way around. All right? And again, it's always larger arc minus smaller arc divided by 2. Okay? All right, so hopefully that helps clear this up a little bit. Let's do a couple practices, like let's see if we can figure out, again, these are sort of puzzles, and you just have to look and see what you can figure out. Like here, I see automatically that this arc here is 130, and I see that it is intersected by this angle here. And it's on the circle, so it's half the measure of the arc. So that arc, or that angle, sorry, is 65. Okay? Um, and then I can see here, this angle is on the circle, and it intercepts this entire arc here. That whole arc is twice as big as the angle, so it's 224. 130 of it is already being used up here. So 224 minus 130. What's that? 94. So this piece of the arc from here to here is 94. Then I can see it's again just puzzle pieces. I can just see as things come to light, I can follow other angles. So I've got this intercepted arc here, which brings me to the angle, the inscribed angle that's intercepting it. And I know that that arc is half the measure of this, or that angle is half the measure of the arc. Half of 94 is 47, right? So I know that that angle there is 47. This angle is 108 because these are vertical angles. This angle would be 180 minus 47 minus 108. Let's see, that's 55, so that's 5. I think that is 7. 2, so it's 25 degrees. So this angle here would be 25 degrees, which would make this intercepted arc here 50. Okay, so now I've got 130, 94, 50, and so I can find this little piece missing by subtracting all those because I know the entire circle is 360. So 130 plus 50 is 180. 180 plus 94 is 174. So I'm going to subtract 170, no, 274, sorry. 274, right? 132, yeah. And I get 6, 86. Okay, so that must mean this arc is 86. The other way I could have done it is, hopefully I'm working this problem, it's also an internal angle, so I can do 108 should be equal to half of 130 plus 86, if I did my math right. Which is 130 plus 86 is 216, which is 108. Good. So it's half of 108. All right, so again, you're just figuring out pieces that are missing to help you fill in other pieces. And it's one of those things you just have to do and do to kind of get practice at it. So along those lines, here's another one. Let's see if you can find the arcs and angles and be ready to turn that in tomorrow. All right?